Africa, a continent synonymous with vast landscapes, vibrant cultures, and an undeniable spirit of resilience. Yet beneath this surface lies a sleeping giant, a treasure trove of untapped resource wealth with the potential to catapult the continent into an era of unprecedented prosperity. From sprawling oil fields to glittering diamond mines and fertile agricultural lands, Africa possesses an enviable abundance of natural resources. This essay delves into the heart of this potential, exploring the economic possibilities if these resources are harnessed effectively, and the challenges that stand in the way of realizing this vision. Despite this natural bounty, Africa's economic reality remains a stark contrast to its potential. Decades of exploitation, corruption, and political instability have left many African nations grappling with poverty, inadequate infrastructure, and limited access to essential services. The question then arises, how can Africa break free from this cycle of dependence and unleash the true power of its natural resources to drive sustainable and inclusive growth for its people? The current economic contribution of Africa's natural resources presents a paradoxical picture, significant in absolute terms, yet disappointingly small, relative to the continent's vast potential. The extractive industries, particularly oil and mining, dominate the export earnings of many African nations. However, the over-reliance on these sectors, often characterized by price volatility and limited value addition, exposes these economies to external shocks and hinders broader economic diversification. Agriculture, the backbone of many African economies, remains largely underdeveloped, characterized by low productivity, limited access to technology, and vulnerability to climate change. While the continent holds a significant portion of the world's uncultivated arable land, realizing its full agricultural potential requires substantial investment in irrigation, modern farming techniques, and access to markets. Oil, often dubbed black gold, has been both a blessing and a curse for many African nations. While oil revenues have fueled economic growth in some countries, they have also contributed to corruption, inequality, and the so-called resource curse. The future of oil in Africa is uncertain, with the global shift towards renewable energy sources and the increasing focus on climate change mitigation. To avoid the pitfalls of the past, African nations must adopt a more strategic approach to oil revenue management. This includes investing in diversification, strengthening institutions to ensure transparency and accountability, and utilizing oil revenues to fuel the growth of other sectors such as manufacturing, infrastructure, and renewable energy. Africa is endowed with an abundance of mineral resources, from gold and diamonds to cobalt and coltan, essential components in modern technologies. However, the extraction of these resources has often been associated with environmental degradation, human rights abuses, and conflicts. To maximize the benefits from its mineral wealth, Africa must prioritize sustainable mining practices, invest in value addition, and ensure that mining revenues are channeled towards poverty reduction and sustainable development. Moreover, the global transition to a low-carbon economy presents a unique opportunity for Africa to leverage its mineral wealth. The continent possesses significant reserves of critical minerals such as lithium and cobalt, which are essential for batteries used in electric vehicles and renewable energy storage. By positioning itself as a reliable supplier of these critical minerals, Africa can attract foreign investment, create jobs, and contribute to the global fight against climate change. Section 5. Agriculture. Cultivating growth, harvesting prosperity. Agriculture, often considered the backbone of many African economies, holds immense potential for transformation. With 60% of the world's uncultivated arable land, Africa has the potential to become a global agricultural powerhouse. However, realizing this potential requires addressing key challenges such as low productivity, limited access to technology and finance, and the impacts of climate change. Investing in irrigation, promoting climate-smart agriculture, and improving access to markets are essential steps towards unlocking Africa's agricultural potential. Additionally, empowering smallholder farmers who form the backbone of the agricultural sector in many African countries through access to training, technology and finance is crucial for inclusive and sustainable agricultural growth. Section 6. Case studies, successes, struggles and lessons learned. Examining specific examples provides valuable insights into the diverse realities of resource management in Africa. Botswana's success story in leveraging its diamond wealth for economic development stands in stark contrast to the resource curse that has plagued Nigeria, despite its vast oil reserves. Similarly, Rwanda's remarkable progress in agricultural transformation offers valuable lessons for other African nations. These case studies highlight the critical importance of strong institutions, good governance, and effective resource management policies in translating resource wealth into tangible benefits for citizens. They also underscore the need for diversification, investment in human capital, and the creation of an enabling environment for businesses to thrive. Section 7. Challenges on the horizon, navigating the path to prosperity. Despite its vast resource wealth, Africa faces significant challenges in its quest to translate this potential into sustainable and inclusive development. Political instability, corruption, and weak institutions continue to plague many countries, hindering investment, discouraging innovation, and perpetuating a cycle of poverty and underdevelopment. Furthermore, the global landscape is rapidly evolving, presenting both opportunities and threats. Climate change poses an existential threat to many African nations, exacerbating existing vulnerabilities and demanding urgent action to mitigate its impacts. Additionally, the global shift towards renewable energy sources and the potential for resource nationalism require African nations to adapt their strategies and diversify their economies to remain competitive in the global marketplace. Section 8. The imperative of transformation, unlocking Africa's true potential. To overcome these challenges and harness its resource wealth effectively, Africa needs a paradigm shift. This transformation requires a multi-pronged approach, focusing on strengthening governance, fostering economic diversification, investing in human capital, and embracing technological innovation. Firstly, good governance and strong institutions are paramount. This includes promoting transparency and accountability, tackling corruption, and ensuring that resource revenues are used for the benefit of all citizens. Secondly, diversifying economies away from over-reliance on raw material exports is crucial. This involves investing in value addition, promoting manufacturing, and developing a more diversified export base. Section 9. Conclusion, a call to action for a brighter future. Africa stands at a crossroads. The abundance of its natural resources presents a unique opportunity to forge a new path, one marked by prosperity, sustainability, and shared progress. However, realizing this vision requires a collective effort from governments, businesses, civil society, and international partners. By embracing good governance, investing in human capital, fostering innovation, and addressing the challenges of climate change, Africa can unlock the true potential of its resource wealth and create a brighter future for generations to come. The time for action is now. The sleeping giant must awaken